Torment Tides of Numenera is a new game from In Exile. It's a spiritual successor to Planescape Torment. It's based on a popular established tabletop RPG. I'm Kyle Hilliard. Matt Miller is here.
Hello, Kyle.
And you're going to tell us why this is a game we shouldn't miss.
There's a lot of great things going on with Torment Tides of Numenera. The first thing I want to highlight is the setting. This is one of the straight up coolest speculative fiction settings happening anywhere right now. Movies, games, comics, I don't care. The Numenera setting from Monte Cook Games is just phenomenal. It's 1 billion years in Earth's future. There's all sorts of crazy aliens and beings from parallel dimensions that are now inhabiting Earth alongside humans, even though humans presumably have gone extinct at some point and now they've come back. And you play in this video game the husk of a god who has cast off his previous body. It's super bonkers, really fun, and one of my favorite settings in a long, long time.
You also really like the writing and the characters.
Absolutely. One of the biggest reasons that you should try Torment out is the fact that there is so much writing that they've put into this game. In some ways, if you don't like reading text, it's a reason not to play. But for people who enjoy interesting speculative fiction, smart science fiction, there really is an almost kind of attempt to make this game a philosophical, metaphysical experience. And a lot of the storyline and the characters you interact with and the choices that you make are about consciousness and identity and memory and understanding what that means as an individual and what it means if you're an individual who didn't really have a traditional birth and you just sort of come into existence fully formed as an adult. Like, what does that mean? Are you a real person? Those are the sorts of questions that this tries to address. And I gotta say, there's just not a lot of video games out there that would even tread into that kind of territory. If that's something that sounds like it might appeal to you because it is so different, Torment might be a good fit.
I mean, this is like a classic PC RPG, but this one can be played on consoles. We're actually playing it on Xbox One right now.
Yeah, some of the visuals that you're looking at are drawn from the console. I played through the entire game on PC, and I think that's certainly my preferred platform. What I've seen from console so far, even though it's good, it does have some compromises that it maybe makes in terms of things like frame rate. They have to kind of fit the control scheme in, and you also got to think about the fact that a lot of this game is about reading text on a screen, and so if you don't have a good TV display or you're not close enough to your TV, that's something to consider. But just the fact that this is a isometric RPG that you can play on console is a big deal. There's not a lot of those out there. For people who've never been PC gamers and haven't gotten to tap into great older games like Baldur's Gate or newer games like Pillars of Eternity, if you've only ever played on console and that's really your only option, this is your chance to try out one of these games and see the depth that a good developer can bring to that style of play.
So Miller, talking to you, I mean, the focus of the game, the highlight of the game even, it seems to be the story and the writing, but there is an RPG here in the sort of traditional sense.
Absolutely. They've done a really excellent adaptation of Monte Cook Games' Numenera system. It's a sort of streamlined role-playing game system that has a great leveling curve to it, where you're constantly making interesting choices about how you level up your character. For people who are RPG enthusiasts on the side of just progression systems and levels and understanding a cool and surprising sort of system, that is here as well. It's just that it sits behind the focus, which is cool conversations, a weird setting and universe, and the opportunity to explore these strange themes of memory and identity and consciousness in the course of a video game.
So Torment, Tides of Numenera, our review is on the site. Miller, you liked it a lot.
I liked it a lot. I gave this game an 8.5.
This is a tough week because Switch and Zelda both come out this week and Horizon comes out this week, but you shouldn't let this one pass you by.
I think that even if you don't play it right now, put this on your list. Please try to check out this game at some point because it's doing so many interesting things with its story and its setting. It is challenging players with the scope of its conversations, its dialogue, with its quest system, with its weirdness. If that's something that you're excited about, this is a game that you should absolutely check out.